Good morning, guys. Good morning. Once again, welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel where we discuss South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Senzo MEYIWA was a superstar, a very talented footballer who was playing for Orlando Pirates and Bafana as well. So on the 26th of October 2014, he passed away. He was shot in a house in Vosloorus, which belonged to Kelly's mother. Kelly was his girlfriend, but that is yet to come. So Senzo MEYIWA was born of his mother, Mrs. MEYIWA, and his late father, Mr. MEYIWA. You know, when I look at these photos, especially the next one that is going to come after this one, is the sadness in the eyes of a man who passed away, longing for justice for the passing of his son. And up to this day, we haven't seen that justice. But how did we move from the first story that came out to where we are now? So firstly, Senzo MEYIWA fell in love with MZWANELE, his wife, and they got married and they had a daughter together. Just giving you the background. Then Senzo met Kelly Khumalo. He also fell in love with Kelly Khumalo and had a baby with Kelly Khumalo, a baby girl as well. So according to Kelly Khumalo, she was not aware that Senzo MEYIWA was married up until a moment when MZWANELE was coming after Kelly Khumalo on the highway trying to push her off the road. That's the day. So now Senzo MEYIWA was trapped in a love triangle, which created the mess that followed. So on the day of his passing in the house in Vosloorus, Senzo MEYIWA was in the company of Tumelo, his childhood friend. From when they were kids, they were friends up until that moment when Senzo passed away. There was also Longwe Twala, who's the son of the music mogul Chico Twala, who is also known to be a producer and who was also a boyfriend to Kelly's sister. This is Kelly's mother, who was also there. And the other person that was also in the house on that day was Zandi'S Khumalo, who is a sister to Kelly Khumalo and also a girlfriend to Longwe Twala. These are the names that are going to be very important in what we are trying to find out. And also Kelly Khumalo was in the house as well. So all these people were in the house on this day. So Senzo MEYIWA passed away on the 26th of October 2014. And there's a story that came out, and that story accused this man, Longwe Twala, who is a boyfriend to Kelly's sister, Zandi'S Khumalo. They accused him of shooting Senzo MEYIWA, accidentally shooting Senzo MEYIWA.
Is that Long was fighting with Zandi, his girlfriend, and Senzo was trying to protect Zandi in a fight ensued between them, and Long pulled out the gun and shot Senzo. And that the people inside the house who witnessed this shooting conspired to protect Long.
When the news of Senzo MEYIWA's shooting came out, the first story that came out was that he was accidentally shot by Longwe Twala, who is the son to the man you see on your screen, who is Chico Twala. And the reaction was to protect Longwe. And his father, Chico Twala, the man you see on the screen, says his son did not shoot Senzo MEYIWA.
I think the Senzo MEYIWA matter was started by a Twitter account called Men's Not Very Rude. And then I think the guy wanted to actually be relevant and get people to subscribe. It's unfortunate that most South Africans, especially haters, bought into his nonsense. If there's one thing I can tell you, my son will never do that. He didn't shoot Senzo. I've heard those two lawyers, Ntefo and Ngomezulu, making a lot of noise. I mean, they were not there. Who are they to actually say he shot Senzo, he shot himself and all that? They were not there. The people.
And many of us didn't hear this from the person that Chikotwala is talking about, Men's Not Bereru, I think this account was suspended by X. But anyway, many of us didn't hear from there. We heard what Senzo MEYIWA's sister said, or rather, let me say the MEYIWA family said. But let us hear what call Senzo MEYIWA's sister received that night. What call did she receive and what was said on that call?
Around 8 p.m. or 8:30, I got a call from Kelly Kumalo. Indlela ikhuluma ngayo efonini ngangamuza, she was screaming. So my husband wayithathe ifoni, so ezwe ukuthi uthini uKelly, wayesho ukuthi uSenzo selimele, ulimale kade elamula udadewabo kaKelly exabana ne-boyfriend yakhe.
Now that is the story that first came out. It was said that Longwe accidentally shot Senzo MEYIWA in a fight when Senzo MEYIWA was trying to intervene and protect Zandi Khumalo from what was happening. And that gun that was used was allegedly it was Chikotwala's gun that Longwe brought into that house. And also interestingly, it is said that Kelly Khumalo, immediately after the incident, she made 3 calls. And one of those calls went straight to Chikotwala, who is the father of Longwe Twala, the person that people are accusing to have shot Senzo MEYIWA. So you connect the dots yourself. What do you conclude in your heart? What do you conclude?
On the night that Senzo was killed, Kelly Khumalo made few very important calls. One call was to Senzo's wife, Mandisa, whom she hated. Second call was to Senzo's sister. Another call that she made was to Chico, a veteran musician, music producer, well respected and successful. For me, that phone call is questionable.
Phone call that the guy is saying it is questionable is the call to Chikotwala. As Chikotwala is the father to Longwe Twala, whom people are accusing to have shot Senzo on that day, and he is denying it, and the father is also denying it, and it is said that the people that were in the house that day protected him. Yet there was a call that went to Chikotwala immediately after the incident. So let us hear what Senzo MEYIWA's cousin is saying. He has something to say about what happened in that house on that 26th of October 2014.
My dad, amaphoyisa njengamanje kumele engabe abopha uLongwe Twala for killing uSenzo. Senzo was shot by uLongwe Twala. There was no one who entered the house. They said abopha all these police who have depicted the ends of justice. Senzo was shot by uLongwe Twala.
But
listen. A call was made by Tumelo. The first call when Senzo was shot was Tumelo, a boyfriend, Zandi, of which he didn't know by name, had shot Senzo, and then the phone was stopped. At the background, Kelly, she was crying, go down to Senzo. And that information was given to the SAPS. Why they do not want to arrest Longwe Twala, I do not know. You can quote me on that one. His boyfriend, Zandi, at the time shot and killed Senzo MEYIWA in cold blood. We were told when Senzo was shot by Utumen. And then we made a call back. What do you mean? What's his boyfriend, Zandi? Zandi, the boyfriend, and he shot Senzo.
And
the police were told that several times by the person who was called. So I don't know which Imanje these things about if they don't want to do the investigation, they should leave it, because they know, we told them, who the person who called us said the boyfriend Zandi'S shot Senzo because there was an argument between them.
Senzo MEYIWA's cousin says Tumelo phoned and said Zandi'S boyfriend has shot Senzo MEYIWA and he dropped. And they had to phone him back, said, what are you saying? He said Zandi'S boyfriend just shot Senzo MEYIWA. So, and he goes on to say that information was given to the police. Not for so long, Begicede was accused of not having the desire to see justice for Senzo MEYIWA, of not wanting to see the case being dealt with successfully and getting the right people sent to prison so that the MEYIWAs can finally see justice for their son. For so long. So when you hear such things, I don't know what comes to your mind. I know what comes to my own mind. I'm not going to say, because all this information, I don't have facts on it. It's just something, I just want us to get the feel of where we come from and how we got here now in such a messy situation and having such a messy trial.
Senzo MEYIWA case.
I don't think there is a question I answer on my life more than that question. It might take some time, but the crime will crack.
What's the latest there, Mr. Minister?
I just wish that somebody would give me a space to keep quiet about Senzo MEYIWA.
How much space time do you need? We're talking years.
Let Senzo MEYIWA matter is going to be resolved in not a very distant future.
And Senzo MEYIWA's brother had this to say about the minister, which is also pushing the narrative that the minister did not have the desire to see justice for Senzo MEYIWA being achieved. So let us hear what Senzo MEYIWA's brother said.
Minister sakhuluma naye sasikade sihambisana kahle nominister nginale team yakhe vele nayo bazi ukuthi akubona labantu manje all of a sudden wajika ngamuzwe esekhuluma ngalabantu manje lokho kwangidida ngiyacabanga ukuthi lento ngathi sizodinga upresident uzofanele ukuthi angenelele ngoba manje iboard yakhe kuthiwa yini icabinet yakhe manje umphakathi weSouth Africa uzongayitheni ngoba manje uminister wayekade ethe labantu wayekade hambisana nathi yazi ukuthi ubani wenze lento uyazi naye uyazi lo wangifihla manje waqhamuka esethi labantu abawu5 kanjani angazi nominister konke abamsabisa ngayo mhlawumbe bamsabisa ngasamthing angazi mhlawumbe konke abathi bazomenza yona angazi.
The wheels of justice seemed to be moving very slowly. People were looking for answers, and some were accusing Kelly Khumalo of being the one that has unalived Senzo MEYIWA because she wanted him all to herself and Senzo wanted to go back to his wife. Now, family members, Fiso MEYIWA, who is a brother to Senzo MEYIWA, came out to defend Kelly Khumalo and said, no, Kelly did not do that. Do you know what it takes for a family that doesn't like you to defend you? Because the MEYIWAs don't really like Kelly Khumalo because they feel like if she was not involved in Senzo MEYIWA's life, Senzo MEYIWA would have still been alive at this moment. But because Kelly was there, we ended up being here now, talking the way we are talking. But still, they came out to defend her. It is only people that know the truth that could do that. Let us hear what Senzo MEYIWA's brother said about Kelly Khumalo.
Umuntu ezoboshwa ayikho yonke la nto yakhiwe lana mfethu futhi lo muntu usetshenziswa ugininda usebenzisa lo baba le yonke lento yakhiwe mfethu uKelly akaza fonela nalabantu akekho umuntu namanje ngisasha akekho umuntu owathengwa ukuthi usenza bulawo ukufa kwakhe kwaba yiphutha ngoba kwayena ulongo lo wafika nesibhamu wangaqondile ukuthi amdubule kodwa kwaxatshwana exabana nomuntu wakhe akekho umuntu wathenga ukuthi uKelly nje bamsukela angazi ukuthi waye bemsukela bethi wafana negebengu angazi ukuthi inhloso yabo bafuna ukwenzani ngaloko kodwa.
We keep going back to the same people, and this time around we're going back to Tumelo, who was the childhood friend to Senzo MEYIWA, and also going back to Longwe Twala, who is the son to Chico Twala, and also a boyfriend to Kelly Khumalo's sister, Zandi Khumalo.
Chico, I want you to hear what Siyabonga Mia had to say to us yesterday for your benefit and for the benefit of any of the listeners who are hearing us now who may not have heard the conversation yesterday.
They know the person who shot Senzo is Longwe Twala.
Why would they protect him?
Senzo died trying to protect his girlfriend. I went to the DPP's Chauge's office, and he said to me the people who were inside the house were lying. You understand? But also why they didn't sign those warrants, I don't know.
Why would they protect him, do you think, Siyabonga? Why would they protect the people you are saying are guilty for killing Senzo MEYIWA?
Some people born with a silver spoon in their mouth. It's so unfortunate for Senzo who say he didn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Everything that he had, he fought for it.
What's your response to those allegations? Siyabonga Mia basically making the point that your son is the son of a very powerful man, words Longwe himself has used to describe you. What do you make of that? Of those accusations?
I think it's important for someone to understand that I'm not powerful. And to be honest with you, why would Senzo's childhood friends, Tumelo Matara and Togozi, to defend my son? Common sense. These two guys are Senzo's childhood friends. They grew up with Senzo. Here's a stranger who is my son. He comes and shoots Senzo in front of them. They can't tell the police on the day. What? And Kelly Khumalo, that he has a daughter with Senzo. Senzo is the father of the daughter. Why would she allow my son to kill Senzo and keep? How evil would Kelly be? Well,
yeah.
Sorry, I just want to...
If I were to answer the question that Chico just asked, is asking why would Tumelo, who is a childhood friend to Senzo MEYIWA, and Kelly Khumalo, who had a child with Senzo MEYIWA, choose to protect Longwe Twala? I would say, if this is what really happened on the day as people say it happened, I would say the call that Kelly made to Chico Twala brought us to where we are today, in having this messy thing that has no leg, no head, no what, we don't know even the direction that is going. We're just having this amoeba situation that we can't even describe. Now, if Chico happened to have called in favors from the powers that be to help his sons to avoid being sent to prison, it is bigger than protecting Longwe now. It is bigger than protecting whoever that can be protected. It is protecting the system now. I'm going to speak like a politician. It is now at a level of protecting the system. Please, I'm just taking the information that is out there. I'm not accusing anyone of anything because I don't know facts of this case. The only people who know the truth are the people that were involved and the lawmakers who understand. So I'm just don't bring trouble my way. I would say the call that Kelly made to Chico is the one that brought us to where we are today. One day in 2020, we woke up to the news. Breaking, that was the SABC News. Suspects in the Senzo MEYIWA murder have been charged with murder, attempted murder, possession of illegal firearm and ammunition, and robbery with aggravating circumstances. And this is where South Africans were like, no. Majority of South Africans were like, no, this guy don't know anything about this. You can tell they don't know anything about this. Even they themselves said they don't know anything about this. I knew the Senzo MEYIWA case won't be solved when they arrested 5 suspects when the witnesses said there were 3 men robbing them. Then one of the suspects was already in jail by that time of the alleged robbery. Somehow, some phones were not taken. Flop. This case is tiring, honestly. I have had 8 relationships since it started.
So, there are 5 accused in the dock that have been charged for Senzo's killing. Are you saying then that these are not the right people?
But innocent, ngasho kwasekuqaleni. Yona phela into yazesiqabanisa no Mr Nel. Ngimtshela ngithi Mr Nel, labantu aba innocent. Wathi na labantu ba involved ngathi na ngaze ngaphuma ngathi ngiyaphuma kunina mina. ukuthi niyasixhasa kanjani ngamane ngiphume ngeke ngilibele ukuxhaswa abantu abangayikholwa into engishoyo ngoba phela sezala ngoba thina sasibona uGininda uyena behind land obopha labafana ngoba efihla cover up u-2020 statement labafana bazilutho baqale ukathiwa labafana bapromise imali bathenjisa imali omunye wathiwa ngazi 300,000 omunye ngazi noma basi 3 million ini ama families angakutshela ama families alabantu bashawa bayinqaba leyo mali kwazama ama families kwazama abazali bawo ukuthi bavuma ukuthatha le mali banqaba nabazali babo abasulelwa labantu abazilutho kunofakazi
Just in Senzo MEYIWA trial, the DNA of all the accused has been excluded from the swab taken in the Kumalo house, and the head
are innocent.
Umfana lo waboshwa konje kwakumhla kabani mama? Mhla ka 30 June. Mhla ka 30 June. Mhla ka 30 May yes. Waboshwa mhla ka 30 May inyanga yonke singamazi ukuthi ukuphi. Kwazothi ngo June angisazi ukuthi kwakumhla kabani bafika naye la ekhaya ma befika naye la uyangitshela ke ngoba bathi angiye kuye ngiyokhuluma naye uthi baba ngiboshiwe ngendlela ebengishaywa ngayo bengibulawa futhi bengitshela bethi bazongibulala nje ngomnyu khona abambulala eFosrolas amaphoyisa amdubula bathiwa yiba bambulala nami ke bazongibulala bemvalele ehlathini laba bemvalele khona ngendlela ngagcina ngivuma bethi angivumi ukuthi ngabulala Meyi kodwa okokuqala babethi akacindezele laba bazomnikeza 100,000 wathi ngalile baba ngoba ngiyazi into engingayivumela engathi ngizothi laba ngibacindezela ngani ngazini ngangikuphi wathi ke bathi bazongifaka icaleni sebengifakile ke ngigcine ngivuma istatement abangibhalise sona ngizivumile angivumi ngoba ngikwenzile ngivuma ngoba ngivikela impilo.
Zandi'S family also claimed that the same happened to their son.
What was 3 million? Babemshaya. Before uthe vumele la. Mpaka nje ufaka nasefriji. Sazi efriji bafaka ngoba bemfaka belivulile noma babecimile ngazi la kude nje khona. Awuthole lokho wafaka efriji.
Afake ifriji nako pheje
amazi kusanoba esejele noma kodwa khona babembombile bona noma bengamfakile esitokisini kodwa babembambile baba.
Verified the information relating to the license of the firearm. My colleague has confirmed that firearm belongs to Chico Twala.
My lord, I don't know who the firearms owner is.
Kodwa ke ukhuluma manje ke nomshushisi uyavuma ke ukuthi leso sibhamu leso kwakuyisibhamu sika Chico Twala uthi mayiphendula ke angazi ukuthi kwakuyisibhamu sikabani.
This one bothers me because Chico was not in the crime scene when this offense was committed. My concern is why did they take Chico Twala's firearm for testing if he was not in the crime scene? That's what bothers me, because you said the purpose of bringing or to do examination was to determine whether the exhibits that were found in the crime scene matches with the ammunition or of a particular firearm. A firearm that was brought to you belonged legally to Chico Twala.
Long wafika nesibhamu lapha. Long wafika nasibhamu. Wafika edinini bakusho ukuthi ulong wafika edinini ngabingelelanga umuntu engena lapha. Edinini ukuthi uZandi wayekade ngamtholi. And the day before uZandi walala ngithi kaKheli. Balala uZandi nomthoko noSenzo no Kheli. Babelele ndawona. And ulong wafika lapha wabona ukuthi awukhona amajito khona la. Umuntu wamangitholi. Wafika lo la ngobusuku waphindwa hamba. Wabona khona abantu abawuthuthula manje uSenzo noKheli usho umthoko noZandi uvele ebaselekile ubuya ngakusasa nje vele udinini uthi shutha wenza ibhareni umuntu wakhe yaxoshwa usho khona umshayashaya uSenzo umfakele shutha umjida wakho waseDurban isuka lapho ke lonto isuka ngokuthi lemjito wayidiniwe waqabana nalo nomuntu wakhe kuzandi kanti bexabana kosuku umsindo donke isibhamu lemjito ngoba inhlamvu yokuqala yaqhuma yashaya phansi yazolimaza uzandi la asuka lapho xixi kubanje isibhamu ukuthi kwenza kanjani kudonseka itrigger iyona into efanele iyochazwa ngoba sasingasaphethwe yena kuphela asikubangiswanga.
So are you saying that you don't believe what they're saying in court?
Ayikho ngoba lebesho ayikho mina ngathi ngifike eGoli ngatshelwa enye indoda abanye abantu statement sami sikhona ngikhuluma into statement sami sikhona ecourt basazongibiza omunye uyikhulu naye shuthu waba involved ekutheni istory fanele siniswe kanjani bathi indodana batlalela la ngitshela lento ekhulunywa lo izikhulunywa ukuthi ngene igebengu yapha ayikho lonto indodana wenzela imedia usenze bethandwa abantu kakhulu wenzela ukuthi umsindo ungasuka eSouth Africa into enzekile nje udubuleke elamula uzandi nesoka lapha ixatshwana ongitshela kanje lo muntu wakhuluma nalabo abasendlini bayazi umuntu omkhulu naye wayekhona kukhulunywa le ebikelwa nangalo idaba sekwenzekile.
So there are 5 accused in the dock that have been charged for Senzo's killing. Are you saying then that these are not the right people?
Mfethu bona la majida lawo bazilutho labantu ba innocent ngasho ngaseqaleni yona phela into yazesiqabanisa no Mr Nel ngimtshela ngithi Mr Nel labantu aba innocent wathi nayi labantu ba involved ngabani ngaze ngaphuma kunina mina ukuthi niyasixhasa kanjani ngamane ngiphume ngeke ngilibele ukuxhasa abantu abangayikhona into engishoyo ngoba phela sezala ngoba thina sasibona uGininda uyena behind land obopha labafana ngoba efihla cover up untshontshe statement labafana bazilutho baqala ukathiwa labafana bapromise imali bathenjisa imali omunye wathiwa ngazi 300,000 omunye ngazi noma basi 3 million ama-families angakutshela ama-families alabantu bashawa bayinqaba leyo mali kwazama ama-families kwazama abazali babo ukuthi bavuma ukuthatha le mali banqaba nabazali babo abasulelwa labantu abazilutho kunofakazi abashoyo nje ukuthi thina sasimla inhlamvu yaqhuma simla phambi komuzi akekho umuntu waphuma egijima abantu abaphuma ukuqala baphuma nje ibona ozandi bephuma beya kuleya moto leyo lapha ngaphandle igebengu zaphuma gebengu zaphuma lapha fusa nje labafana bakhishwe into ebuhlungu ukuthi stage sazokhokha ngoba phela abantu baboshwe into engekho kodwa labafana baphuma ungena idokotela kuyiyona ezobopha abantu bosho konke labantu abasendlini kodwa futhi into emnandi i-statement zabo evidence yabo iyaphambana manje lama witnesses laba sendlini abakhuluma kuyaphambana yasho ukuthi vele babeyakhile lento ngoba phela into omunye yakhile ngalona iqinisa ihamba ivele manje kuyavela ukuthi ayisahlangana.
My name is MEYIWA, brother of the late Senzo MEYIWA. I just want our nation to know that these people who are investigating my brother's case, one of them called me on the 29th of March. She is Colonel Motsohi. She said she wants to have a meeting with me because there's an investigation against me with allegations of corruption. So now I'm waiting for them to come and charge me. Yes, they are trying to threaten.
How in this case, no matter direction they are taking, at the end of the day, we find ourselves looking at these 6 people. Those were in the house, 5 of them, and the one that was called on the day. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? It is very interesting. And also the fact that Chico was heard telling his son that you're better off dead, you must not get bail. And also in the same line, he mentioned Senzo MEYIWA. What was the need for him to mention Senzo MEYIWA? Please do watch this.
I'd rather bury you. You are better off dead than for you to destroy my name like this. Senzo MEYIWA, this stealing from people, drugs and all that. I can't stand this shit.
You must never get bail. Never. We'll oppose that bail vigorously. We now oppose that bail. You must never get bail. You must go to jail. Bloody bastard. You were even wearing a EFF t-shirt when you were stealing. You know, you want Julius Malema to actually harass you, say Chico stand what and all this shit. EFF doesn't stand for that shit. EFF doesn't stand for people who steal. You fucking bastard, man. Maredao.
It is the last line. What? No, I can't be saying that, but the last line took me out. Anyway, what do you think of that? By then, he didn't know that the EFF had VPS stories inside. He said The EFF doesn't stand for people who steal. Interesting, right? Hi guys, we don't know. Time will tell what is going to finally happen with this case, and maybe the MEYIWA family will finally see justice for the passing of their son. And with that said, guys, thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it, and please do watch all the videos if you can. It really goes a very long way. And do have a lovely day.